we're all a bit crazy and have our own drama. I partied up the 18th, sipping on the lager, making the best of the current situation. Hating the rest, you're about intimidation. Man, I can't be the man to pass these.
We're at LBL Sticks and Stones. We're going to have the top contender match, so he goes on the anniversary, gets a title match against Biggins. We'll flip this coin.
Let's go. Yeah, fuck it, I'll go first.
Yeah, I'll introduce.
I'd just like to say, rest in peace to my dad. I've had a fucked up week, so let's get it in.
Rest in peace. Amen.
I'm going to introduce him first. Alright, I'm alright, we've got Statik, make some noise.
Yeah! Alright.
And on my left, we got the LBL manager, we got Pre-Phikz, make some noise. Alright, first round on Pre-Phikz, let's do it.
Hold it down, guys. So, all the King's horses and all the King's men couldn't manage to put Statik back together again because it's Angus that collapses when my raps come to end, and this whole audience came to see me harass one of my friends. So, I'm sorry, Mr. Faggot Rapper. I don't just mean to offend, I mean to point out that you can't hack it unlike a pack of nerds on the web. But Statik, this is battle rap, an unconventional act of your death. Because see, I've seen tragic things, and I've seen the crap you bring, but I believe this scene is in need of a magic lift, or the facts that is, like, I'm delicious and you're just a fag that shit. This scene is about rap, not just Angus King, not just Statik the huge magnet of everything that's a faggot, or the fact that all these rappers are crapping their pants from the madness. It's more about the crap that happens, and that's said on the day that matters, like, I'm about to beat you. Can you see how that's apparent? But Angus, you have a tangled and talented flow. You have a mangled angle of balance in rap that you show. And yes, this actually is a dangling challenge that I've knowingly chose so I could wipe it off like sweater if I was blowing my nose. Hey! Let's hope the facts are ending. No, sorry. I'm partly fucking deadly. Let's hope that nobody knows. Let's hope that the facts are ending because there's plenty that I could expose. Like that time you smoked that dope and ran off into my bathroom to spew off from like 2 cones. Who choked? You, bro. But not in your music, though. In a past relationship because you froze. The bedroom's called the bedroom because the bed's in the room, bro. So take a lesson on sexual tension and make a move before you soon will know that one of your exes probably fucked your friends because you're stupid and you didn't do the hoe. And at this present time, right now, nobody even knows that Statik could be dead if it weren't for this audience or the fans he has on the net. So I'll explain one thing so you clearly don't forget that if you were dead, everybody here would simply know because your Facebook career would end. And your YouTube news will just shoot through the roof due to you choosing to just use your tunes for the views. Your music is truly doomed when you do with it what you do. And I know you've been teaching students, but you need to put 2 with 2, and that's the answer for why I am better than you. And there's also 2 letters for you to put together, dude, and that's why you. And I think it's a good fucking question too, because I'm sick of versing people who have a fetish for poo.
You got 4 minutes.
Alright, well first of all, fuck free will for ducking, because ducking is so fucked. I mean, I put my dad in his grave 2 days ago and still had the courage to show up. Yeah! And Biggins dissed Brooke said for a wait because she's pregazaz. Well, ain't that the pot fucking calling the kettle fat? And Brooke said also dissed my ex, calling her a groupie whore. Well, who are you to talk? You went from fucking sucking off Greeley down south to carrying Jester's newly born. Oh! Alright, so first things first, I got something to say, Chip. What the fuck is your deal with these fucking arrangements? I mean, first, I was meant to get my shot at the title last event. And I know, Big Vic versus Taz thing. But you assured me I'd get my shot after then. So here I am, ready, bars are prepped. And I look before me, in shock, because I can't pretend that I remember when our LBL champion with chubby cheeks and largish breasts was replaced with what appears to be part fucked up teeth and a combination of arms and legs. Oh, so it's Pre-Phikz, the furious Facebook ranter who raps proper. Homie, to describe your schemes, I'm going to have to quote the man Math Hoffa, because you go all the way around the block, my brother, just to say you live next door.
I mean, you go off on these 67 bar tangents of irrelevant multis, and then shit, there's more. And speaking of them multis, in our 2-on-2, you rhymed incest then with Launceston. That's right, incest then with Launceston. Homie, I think you need to cut back on your bong sessions, because no matter how much you cut and slice those couple lines, at the end of the day, that doesn't fucking rhyme. See, a champion should be a winner, and here the proof is yours. Because me, I'm 3-1 in battles, while Phikz is 2-4. I'm better prepped, I've never choked, I've freed at each event. While Pre-UC, he tends to choke, then freak as he forgets. And Pre-Phikz, if I were you, I'd just go ahead and punch Chip in the face for not making sure before your title match that the judging was arranged. Because if he'd been more organised and I just fucking dumped it onto Haim, then today you'd probably be the champion and we'd be tussling for the chain. But you rep 42 South, a crew where you're Jester's partner. But lately it would appear that Jester Dharma's been off searching for a better pasture. See, behind the scenes, a lot of people been talking about how you're holding him back. How we'd be better off rolling solo than rolling with Matt. Well, face reality, Matty, because in a few months, ain't nobody gonna be remembering Jester and Pre-Phikz, nah. They'll be talking about that hot new duo from Raw Authentic, named Jester and Peeling. Time.
Alright, so for this battle I needed to write bars and think of some tight stuff, a mix of some personal, harsh, twisted words after some commercial laughs. And mainly because of your commercial ass. Wait a minute, last gig you should have been the first to ask if you could go across the road to get served at the commercials bar to sit down and have a beer with your own commercial ass. Your voice is just like words in a fart, so when you go to the bathroom your face goes on the toilet, bruv. But look bro, when I need to poo and it takes ages, I sit there and I think of you and your face. Maybe it's because you're shit that I do this, but wait, this kid thinking he's doing some great things, but first mate, I really wish you had brought more of your patented Statik style wordplay, because what's happening is rappers are trying to be in first place. They act masculine, get slapped by the back of my hand and don't rap again like that's a plan, or bring good lyrical action but don't happen to gain the typical reaction from the fans. So I'll just eat this rapper and say that he tastes like capsicum, or tie him up like a mannequin and beat him up just for blabbering. I mean, Jesus, bruv. I'm feeding these cunts a Macca's bun and telling them to grab a slice of Grand Angus and smash in some. Don't ration none. Unless you want a side of some salad cunts, because I will slice up that one and only looking cabbage punk that calls himself Biggins because he thinks that he can rap all thug. A few months after I get given victory to this battle, and bruv, it's only because I can unravel all these unfathomable bars. And before I knew you, yeah, I already knew who you were. You were that herpes mixed with certain jizz that gave birth to a germ. You were that dirty shit that... Sorry? You were that dirty shit after bourbon drinks the next day when it gets worse. You were that nerdy kid that learned some shit, then got murdered quick by Phikz's words, because your shit is absurd. Time.
Make some
Well, hey, fine. If you choose to waste lines talking about the great size of my waistline, then I'll waste mine. And take time to talk about how you may try to date guys. Homie, your sexuality is like a group of happy lions. Gay pride. I bet your favourite ice cream is the golden gay time. I bet you fantasize regularly about being in the holes of 8 guys, softly singing the chorus to the question as they paint your face white. I bet the Raptors and the Grizzlies are the only NBA teams that you truly rate. And that's only because they both possess the ball handling experience of their player Rudy Gay. I bet that once upon a time you wished you could have played for Boston, because then you could have shared a locker in your favourite closet with your best mate Jason Collins. I bet you possess thoughts similar to what Kane did, but instead of just thinking about it, you actually did rape fish. I bet the real reason for the disassociation of the usual suspects was because you were a fuckhead. Oh no. I mean, Jester and Phikz would have been fine if you weren't always choosing to suggest that they come and snuggle with you instead of using the bunk beds. Wait, Everybody knows that Maddie has no trouble smashing a hole with various men. I mean, remember that chick over the summer? She was the rarest of skets. You know the one I'm talking about, the chip fucked right there in your bed, and that was only after you, Hancocks and Pinner had had your share of the sex. And look, for fucking that chick, you probably think you're a legend. And I don't want to take away any props for getting into her sections, but after that gash had been smashed by 3 different erections, I gotta wonder why you didn't just take a different route and fucking slip her the question. You could have complimented her on how her shit was the greatest and tickled her with your whiskers while you were licking her anus. And I don't give a fuck if she was tested or if you bought some new frangers. Hold it down. I still wouldn't have let this half of the 42 banger. And speaking of bangers, Mother Nature got play on the radio. I know this is a true fact, but around this time last year, my track Where's the Goon At got played up on Goonbag, and the recording of that tune's whack. So I guess it's really proof that I've done the same shit with worse tracks in less time than you have.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Alright then, so before you get to it, yes, I did ask your ex to come out in a text because she did ask for my number, so I thought it would be best to suss out the dumb broad and see all the info I could get on how well prepared you are, and I see that how like I invest. And I see that you're not quite impressed, and the reason is you're upset, and I'm sorry for that. But there's no need for me to disrespect, so I'm sorry for that. But I'm not sorry that when you were with her back then, I never seemed to notice you writing any new love songs and posting on the net, because I did, well, because in the end you did decide to date someone that did nearly date one of your friends.
Oh, shit.
Right. Good angle. But this cunt Static is just shit like pottery. A bit like a toilet seat and stingy like the lottery. This cunt is spoiled meat. He's shit that even a dog couldn't eat. He spits shit that's risky because it's often seen that he will twist it and twist it off the gifted MC, and yet he thinks that he will win because he spits it real clean. I mean, I think this shit is twisted and it's clearly obscene. The way that I can verse a dickhead and him not think that he's beat. But I think you're iller than me. You should be killed by a V. I-R-U-S because you're sicker than me. You have a symptom to speak. The same pattern, tone and speed in volume in every song you've created in battles I've seen. I mean, Phikz slaughters the battle scene. You're just a moron for battling me. I'm all that a rapper just dreams and you're just a random fish in the sea. So, you very recently did have a missus, and for that, fine, no disrespect, but I've already said this line. Fucking, my bad. Right. Anyway, so as for Brooke, when you watch this, I don't mean to offend, I just mean to point out that if when yous were together, if yous would have broke up by the end of that week, he would have written 4 songs to the babes that he speaks with on Facebook to try and claim that he's got stees. I better rearrange my speech and shape it out in a pattern, because the way that I can breathe could rearrange all the planets and re-engage what happens. I see that I tame the madness and see that you gaze at faggots, then leave me to say your actions like all your recycled bars. I mean, shit, sure that shit's fine for a laugh, but it's not quite right or hard to do it half as good as you've seen one of your favourite MCs do it in the past. And before in the second round, you said something about how, something about the last battle anyway, I don't even remember, I didn't listen to your shit, so. You said something about the last battle. The only thing that I'd really like to mention is after that battle, you came up to me and said that we might have had a better shot if I'd have talked louder and made more sense in a clearer manner. The only thing that I can really say is out of everybody that I heard anything back from that battle was that out of all 4 of us on the stage that I was their favourite rapper. So, fuck it. I don't care what your opinions are, and to be honest, it doesn't matter. Tom.
Alright. See, originally, I wrote a third as watered down as dog piss and skated over issues because I knew that's what you'd want, Phikz. But since you went and saw that line and still went ahead and crossed it, I thought I'd serve you a little bit of karma today for treating me like dog shit. See, if it comes down to it, I'll leave you with a fractured dome, smash and shatter bones just so I can extract your lobes. And then when I'm done with that, I'll slice you up from back to throat and leave you feeling spineless and mindless, and your anatomy matches exactly the way you've been acting, bro. See, at least you don't have to worry about battling a friend, you see, because we aren't fucking friends. And honestly, you're dead to me. And don't get up on some hypocritical bullshit and start questioning my integrity when you're the one who respected greed ahead of your respect for me. I'm on my expose a dog for their deception steez. So if you're so fucking in love right now, I got a suggestion, G. Why don't you go ahead and show your ex the stream of texts you've been sending every week to girls aside from Emily? So shit just got incredibly real. Well, real is what it's meant to be. Not fake friends with fake truths, faking lives that they pretend to lead. And I didn't do this shit for some stupid form of empathy. I did this shit because honestly, this battle is revenge for me. See, my ex-missus was one of those chicks. So when I said you treated me like dog shit, what I really meant to say was that Pre was on some dog shit. See, my ex-missus was up front because she had nothing to hide, Phikz. And I've seen all those messages you sent 2 days after we'd broken up. So you can't fucking deny shit. But the funny thing about the outcome of your suggestion of a sexual partnership was that just like every track you've ever spat, she didn't want a bar of it. So let us take a moment, briefly as I end this scheme, to analyse these battle rhymes and prove why I'm the best, you see. I prep because I respect my craft, and through it I'll build a legacy, while he can't even respect his mates. So how can you expect him to respect the scene? And finally, for what you've tried to do with your mates' chicks, I'll say this as I finish my round. Homie, you ain't copped half the backlash for doing me wrong as you will once Pinner finds out. Nah, fuck it. Let's talk about that hypocritical cunt Biggins right now. Let's talk about the shit that he's been hiding from his missus right now. Because I've got some screenshots here that suggest that my ex is the one that he's been missing right now. And if he can't fucking talk his way out of when I forward these to her, his relationship is pretty much finished right now. Time.
Oh, shit.
Shit!
That's it.
Flex. We're still at LBL 6 here at Sticks and Stones. We just watched Pre-Phikz versus Statik. That was incredibly personal, and Statik definitely took it to a new level on the third, and the crowd reaction was pretty fucking good for a small crowd, I've got to say. The first two I'm going to give to Pre-Phikz, therefore the win goes to him. I thought Pre-Phikz spat some fucking mad bars. His flows were so intricate, and he just fucking ripped it to bits. He had personals in there, he had funny shit in there, he fucking ripped it. Statik on the other side, he fucking came hard. It's probably some of the best shit I've heard Statik write, probably the most personal I've seen Statik get. But Statik did definitely win the third. Yeah, it's fucking, I thought that was pretty damn awesome. Might have been a little choke and Pre-Phikz in there, but fucking Statik killed it. So, dope battle, 2-1, Pre-Phikz.
Deficient.
Oh, film. What's going on? It's Deficient. Fucking good battle. Real good. Got real personal. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I'll give it Statik 2-1. Cheers.
First up, fucking hectic battle. They're both good friends of mine, so it's a fucking hard, equally good friends of mine, so it's a hard battle to judge, but I'm probably going to go 3-0 to Statik. Matty came incredibly well. Statik is, I don't know, he had everything in that. He strummed the strongest delivery I've ever seen at LBL. Not saying that Matty wasn't strong, he's incredibly strong, but yeah, Statik just was incredible with it.
We're back from the judge decision. Fucking epic as fucking battle. It was actually a 2-1 split, and the winner is Statik. Make some noise. Biggins versus Statik anniversary.
Be crazy and have our own drama. I partied up the 18th, sipping on the lager, making the best of the current situation. Hating the rest, you're about intimidation. Man, I can't be the man to pass these barriers and carry myself until my heart bleeds. What means more? A dope punchline. I try to keep score, but I end up tongue-tied. When did the fun die? Sitting